Alright. Hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Euclidean Mind, and this is Pathologic. And I'm joined in Discord by Boo.
And Steve.
And Steve.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Mr. Steve.
Christmas.
What, are you just popping in to say hello, Mr. Steve?
Yeah, I am watching David while I'm trying to not fall asleep.
Well, awesome. You are live on Twitch.
Hello.
Awesome. That's my buddy Steve from IRL. The best TM I've ever had.
Oh wow. What's our
What is IRL? And I'm taking on the challenge of finally completing Pathologic, a game that's haunted my gaming days for so very long. They've released an HD version and I plan on hitting it up.
nice? Good luck.
Well, thanks, man. Let's see if I can actually do this. I got a notepad, a pen with me, just so I don't miss any important parts. Alright, so here we go. And thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays to you, buddy.
Yay.
We miss you, Mr. Steve.
I'm floating around.
It's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied.
I guess he had to go.
Where are we?
Oh, Mr. Steve.
The muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly
That's the
place.
No,
It's
leave it as,
stuffed.
white.
So
One
it's
sec.
not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who's going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well. But there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see him.
Oh, my dude Relic Zero. How you doing, my dude?
I hold a soft
Thanks for the
spot.
follow.
I can see that.
Much love.
You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer?
Just made my
You
70th
will.
follower.
Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Man. This game always gave me the creeps, and I never got very far in it, and it always kicked my butt. Okay, so now we have to pick someone to play. This is going to be a big part of how the story is going to come out. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. Bachelor. Story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. Character is only unlocked after you finish the Bachelor and the Harspec storyline. Bachelor. The history of The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement in the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. Horospecs. Be sure to stay tuned. Now, right on, Boo. Thank you. How do they call upon the Menku? How do they call upon the Menku? The faithful of a warden kin. Known by their hands, for they are butchers. Known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. They who follow the lines. They who are the leaders of the kin. They who speak to Udurgs. They who know the secret art of haruspicy. What is a haruspex? Reading the future in the blah 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 blah. Reading the future in the entrails. He knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. His scalpel follows the lines of the body. His steps follows the lines of his kin's fortune. A haruspex that can tell a true line from a false one is entrusted with power. A haruspex who is confused by his path gets buried into the deep black flesh of the earth. We're going with the Bachelor first.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
It's good to take down names in these adventure games.
Yo, Euclid,
What's up, Boo?
what's the viewer count today?
Viewer count?
Yeah.
The viewer count's amazing.
Oh, what's your viewer count?
I'm not sure. I got 3 people in here. I appreciate you guys. If there's anything you want to say in chat, feel free. I'm always watching. Man, they did such a fantastic job in the HD remake of this. There we are, the Bachelor.
Hey.
As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane. Go ahead and write that one down. Who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. So he is our main line here. Mission, talk to Kane. Okay. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Alright, House, what secrets do you have for me? Nope. What did I do? Did I drop you? Yes, I think I did. Scalpel. A large cartilage scalpel. Can be used as a close combat weapon. Not very easy to handle, but very effective due to its sharpness. Deals the most damage when attacking from the front. Frequent use causes it to dull quickly. Okay. So our hunger's down, our exhaustion's down, we have no infection, our health is good, our immunity is about midway. Always important. Make sure you save. Okay, I guess that's when we bring something there. Things will glow. We need to interact with them. I think we have everything up here. Kind of learn as we go. I'll talk to you in just a second. I'm checking your stuff.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from outside wake you up? There was a terrible groan and then something snapped loudly. fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted, so what sounds are you talking about? I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief. But I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. What do you think they're... Let's be inquisitive. Why do you think they aren't planning anything foul? Our population is so thin, crime is basically non-existent, especially here in the Stone Yard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fights happen occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night. But we are a tight community, and now I hear unfamiliar speech. That's not a good sound. I'll go out and take a look, but I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours. Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad, but Simon... What's up? Oh, hey, what's up, Mashy? What's up, brother? But Simon won't go anywhere. He is. He has always been. He always will be. Even if the moon were to fall to the ground, please stay with me a little while longer. Couldn't even imagine the hospitality here, but who was waiting for me? Didn't notify Holberg of my arrival. I'm not even sure what made me take off for this place. Simon is a sorcerer. Did you hear right? Is that the secret of his longevity? Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come around. The canes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed. Let me warm your hands. You are so anxious to see Simon, as though your life depended on it. My life, yes. Now that my laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he has really managed to live that long, then his tissues will help me defeat death. Death, so that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself, isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. My enemy is inevitability. I am challenging the forces of nature, as every doctor does. I don't understand. I can barely understand myself. Come death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world. That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? It's not far. The Canes live out at the Crucible, the big square cane. Simon Crucible. Bridge Square. But can I please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of two, Georgie. We have brothers. Georgie is called the judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter Maria also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Okay, visit first. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Check outside Eva's house. Can't forget that. Go and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I have some advice that may be of help to you, if you need it. I'm unlikely to stay here long. I will depart after speaking with Simon, with or without him. Okay, I'll come back. 627, the mysterious Maria Victor Kane's daughter. Maria Victor Kane's daughter has been expecting my arrival for several days. I guess this little thing is me since it's the arrow. Mansion called Stillwater. Oh, and I lost connection to chat. Mr. Boo, can you enlighten me if there's anything in chat I did not bear witness to?
Yeah, there's nothing that I can see other than the original messages, but I'm also having issues with the stream because my thing keeps on delaying.
I apologize, guys. I'm still using a tablet from my other screen, and sometimes it loses its 2.5G connection. It's a crappy connection. I do try to pay attention. A tasty beverage. Ooh, a piece of candy.
I wish my Twitch one just keep delaying. It's really getting annoying.
Okay, so we gotta start making some moves here. I want to see something. Where's the controls? It's 628. Go like this and refresh the whole dang thing. Okay, I'm back. Halt, I'm gonna have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting. The time and place, it's not essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble down upon the prompt box. Happy holidays, Bloodraven. How you doing, my dude? That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? Speak. I'm listening. Time flies by. It could be stopped or turned back. Night follows days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. So? And so it would make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk, and the rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. I'm Doing good, getting ready to hook my daughter up under the Christmas tree. I'm Santa. Oh, that's right, man. Gotta do your best, brother. Kids always come first. It's really cool to hear. Hope she enjoys it. Indeed, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see? Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. Why is that? This world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see. For it is for it is a mirror. Wouldn't you agree? And so, a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example? Oh, need I described? You've got a vivid imagination. Everything changes from the mystical aspects to mundane things, like the people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things. A sorry prospect. So how do I maintain my reputation? Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not betray, do not steal, do not covet, do not be an asshole, and do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help you in a dire situation. Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Really? Good for you then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, and don't put too much stock in others' words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Definitely. He's a wise guy. Wise dude, bird dude. I like your mask.
Wonder why a man's walking around with a mask similar to that of a plague doctor's mask.
Venerable bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a moment. The conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time drops during dialogues. At least during the important ones. As our dialogue is extremely important, you need to know how to play after all, don't you? Play? What are you talking about, Masked Man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your condition and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definite proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? Oh, if I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I'm sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. And quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, Different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can get quite brazen around here, and you can also barter with the folk out in the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part with their lives. Blood for them. Blood? Yes, blood. It is not my place to lecture you, but if you're following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone else's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You will be seen as a benefactor willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Bye then, Mask Man. Bump, ba-dump. So, as Ava was saying, there were people behind our house throwing stones or something, being obnoxious. Being the good doctor I am, I'm going to go investigate. You are one creepy SOB. Both of you. Can I help you too? Excuse me, sir. The worm feels sick, head packed, blood boiling, belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take a rest. Don't touch us. We're dangerous. Oh, that's some statue animal. How do you even live like that? Get lost. I'm even more dangerous. Oh my god! We made a mistake! We made a mistake! Son of a gun! Run, Simon! Oh, you're not Simon. Run, Mr. Bachelor Man, whose name I forget. Oh god. Mask Man! Birdman! Help me, where's Avenger? Okay. So we're gonna do something here. We're gonna quick talk to people. I'm not gonna redo the whole dialogue, yada 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 yada, but we still gotta talk to people. That's part of the adventure game. Mistake number 1. I did not say before talking to somebody. Oh god. Okay.
I had a feeling you would come.
Blum 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 blum. Okay, something. Simon Sorcerer, yes. Da, da, da. Okay, go on. Okay. Okay. Got that. We did that. We came through here. Talk to Birdman. I'm listening, and so bump, 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 bump. Okay, definitely. Talk to you. Play Mask Man. Ladder. Wouldn't you agree? Happens I'm a doctor. Just blood. Rest. Anything else? Okay. Bye then, Mask Man. Now we save. Ring ding 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 dong. Hello. Ghetto phone, don't give me any more messages. Oh, you two are gonna be a pain, aren't you? Maybe I chose to talk to the wrong one. Don't think it could be helped. What do you want? This ain't your business. What is that creature? An Odon. Duh, that's what all them cattle breeders look like. Crude and unshapely and unfinished, don't you know? Wherever you came from. Wherever you came from. Question mark? An intruder, huh? It is you who are intruding. Go away. Don't you see he's sick? He's a runaway. This Odon, he hides all night long, I hide him all night long, I did. We'll march across the river now, or else he dies. Give him a break, will ya? He ain't gonna bite your head off. Be on your way and watch out too. We don't need no witnesses. Can do some killing if we must. Fine, I'm leaving. Relax. I won't tell anyone about you. Yeah, because he will be eating my face if I do. Jump in the water. Okay, so we spoke with them. Just want to see something with the video. You know, we're gonna do something real quick. I don't like the screen tearing on anything. We're gonna save real quick. I'm gonna relaunch the game. Oop, one sec. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, it's launching.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves
Oh, this is cool.
more
If you guys
often
haven't seen
than
this.
intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
It's one of the creepiest intros I've ever watched to any game. Subtle. we should experience no screen tearing. Gotta love the artwork. This game's pretty dang old too. Well, not the remake, which this is. Okay. So we done with that. Notes here. We want to speak with Georgie first. Victor's the one. Mansion of Georgie. Okay. Just want to see how it's going on the feed. Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty good quality. Alright. And if you're not one of my usual suspects in chat, how you doing? And happy holidays. Was that a garbage can or something? I don't know, it was. You all are not leaving me good garbage. I must have the garbage. Damn it, Jane, I'm a doctor. Thou shalt not steal. Buggers. Alright, we learned our first mistake. We won't do it again. Alright, Mr. Man?
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We also are quite aware of the difficulties you were experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the creator, the keeper and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. I can't believe it. It can't be. My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances, but for all of the mysteries surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whomever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of the family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Alright, we need this name. So, Georgie, who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Mr. Isidore Burka. No, Isidore Borak. Borat? It was Borat. That's who visited it. He got killed by Borat. I can't speak English. Yep.
Was funny death. High five.
Yes. I'm coming for you, Pamela. Barack.
He said, I'll never get this, but then I get him, and then I stab him. High five.
High five. Was he not the very person to advise you to come here as well? I would have not told you that I'd been brought here by the hand of fate not so long ago, a naive man that I was. So he kind of speaks with a haughty air. Do I just plainly say yes, or do I match it with, I would have not have told you I'd been brought here by the hand of fate not so long ago, a naive man that I was? I think so. Hmm. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? Hmm. Categories like time, nature, and fate deprive a man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my clever doctor. Let us not blame fate for it, Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Why do you speak of the word of fate with such disgust? I prefer the word time. I'm a fatalist. I'm not a fatalist. In a fatalistic sense of notion, of course. So Simon was aware I would come. Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the action he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for the pawn, but why? To grant you victory over death. Was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. If that is indeed so, I feel obliged. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. So, Victor. Important. Yes, Victor, very important. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Dankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. The mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that, for I am not. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measurements. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required, whatever you find out. Whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. And I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine, have fine with this course of action. We have to kind of turn into him to deal with him.
I just imagine a man with a really cramped looking face with a monocle and a small wine glass in his hands holding up to his face. I have to act like I'm intelligent to compensate.
Well, he may be intelligent. We have to find Simon's killer after all, don't we not? Okay. That's right, we can't be looting his stuff. I will be back for you. Bye-bye. creep him out just as much as he creeped me out. That's how you win this game. That's where Victor lives. You can tell me more about Simon's murder. Let's go ahead. Make sure my feed's running good still. Yep, okay, nothing's cutting out. Dong? You have order? Who carves this way? The ass is upended. Is there a likeness? Hello? Who are you? We'll be back for you. Sir, your doors do not open. I think he's calling me. We'll come in. Oh, I get it.
If we conquer our passions, it is more from their weakness than from our strength.
You said it better than I could. The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. Daniel Dankovsky, at yours. I foresee that things have become quite... Oh my god. I foresee that things have become ordinary for us. That have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. Don't worry.
I fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
Be happy.
Ooh, do, 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 do. Don't worry, be happy. How can I help you? Georgie has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us. I have. May I ask why? The killer's goal seems to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who have been waging war against my work for years. We share a tragedy. I want to exact vengeance upon the one that robbed me from my work and my future work. I want to solve a puzzle. I even like having so little information. It's a challenge to my intellect. Sounds uncharacteristic of me. This one, it seems like you're brown-nosing too hard. The killer's goal seems to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who have been waging war against my work for years. I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus, and received no one. He told us not to approach the Focus, and to fast for a week, partaking neither of meat nor water. Then in the morning he was found dead. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore the signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. Hmm. Do you suspect anyone? No, all I know is that Isidore was with him that evening. No one can enter the focus against Simon's will. Well, perhaps a higher being could, but no one else. Like an angel of death or something, or couldn't the murderer have already been waiting for Simon there? No, you have no concept of what the focus is. Entering it's like entering someone else's mind, or a drawn picture, if you will. It's impossible. Well, Simon did somehow, didn't he? He could perform far more impressive feats. That's why the whole town revered him. Tell me honestly, dear Victor, did Simon exist at all? Bravo, Doctor. There is indeed a spark of genius to you at last. Yes. Yes, he did. Alas. It's not what I would... It's not that I would benefit from his death, alas, for that would be too simple of an explanation. Simon well and truly did exist. That is exactly what's left to everyone. That's what's left everyone in disarray. It was so hard for them to accept his existence that the thought of his demise is now driving them mad. You are all his heirs. Wouldn't you all benefit from his death? Didn't the old man rather overstay his welcome in this world? His death is a challenge to our continued existence. We are neither insane nor suicidal. What do you expect? Just to take a look around, trust your intuition, do whatever you like, speak to whoever you like, whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath, and I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is my only lead. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I don't believe in fate. Bravo, Mr. Bachelor, you're sounding more and more like a badass. Watcha. A fancy badass. Is that a trap? What is this? Looks like a trap. It's definitely not a grill. Alright, let us make our way down this road. Making our way downtown, going fast. Buildings pass and we're homebound. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. I need you. Makes me wonder why. The song's gonna be stuck in my head all night now. I only do it to myself. What I've learned in playing these games, if you stay focused on your task, hello. Anything I can do to help you? ADHD is quite an issue with me. If you stay focused on your task, you're more than likely to solve the issue and come across the hidden parts along the way. I wish we had a bicycle. Oh my Doggy. Keep your dogs inside. These are just the crowd, for I am the actor, and the town is my stage. They only play minor roles, though they would be missed from the scene if they were removed from the stage. Do we have money? We have money. Town hall. The travel. Julia. We hungry? Whoa. No, no, don't. What did I just do? Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh friend, if only I could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. There's nothing I can help you with. For we are all on our own, and we all have it coming. A good friend once told me that, we all have it coming. His name was Gideon. Sir, your shop looks fabulous. I have stuff, you have stuff. Meridorm, a painkiller. 25 energy. Rather than a sleeping draught, restores a small amount of health. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Meridorm has a strong sedative effect and induces sleep even during excruciating pain. The effect lasts for 5 hours. Alpha tablets, an outdated immunity booster, only useful in very large dosages that cause serious health damage. It's probably to the liver. Yes, I love chicken, I love liver. Doctor, doctor, please deliver. Oh, we see stuff. Needle. A large sewing needle. Such needles may be of interest to children because local tradition prohibits them from owning any sharp objects. Empty bottle can be filled with spring water. The water is in high demand among the townsfolk, especially the drunkards, because it is good for quenching thirst. It's not the water in the drinking fountain and water pumps comes from the town springs, while water barrels carry water from the spring of Sudog Kadug. Dong. Hello. Where are we? We were walking somewhere. There we are. May I might add that we are also going the wrong direction? Yes. Yes, we are. There's weird stuff happening everywhere. This just looks odd. I'm gonna take a peek. Okay. Why? How? Okay. I don't think I ever experienced that before. Something seriously wrong with this town. Tis not normal.
What do you mean? Haven't you already noticed that this town's like ruled and funded by a cult?
It is indeed funded by a cult, or at least that which I do believe. But how such oddities come about denies any relative existence to any physics known to man. It is a spit in the face of nature. I feel like someone's watching me. Like someone's behind me or some shit. Razor, straight razor, a fashionable trinket among the teenagers who like to show off to each other with an item of dubious standing and local morals. That's right, I'll put up my dukes and I'll pop them right in the kisser if they try to come near me with one of those. So close.
I mean, look at that. The structure of that building's just floating in the air.
I know, boo. That's the house we want to go to. I think we can make our way around. Okay, that's definitely not the way through the house. Is that a place we can go and eat soon? No, it's a clothing place. What's... Inventory is I. Okay, what's our character? P. Person. We are getting a little bit hungry. Maybe there's something in these delicious cans. These portable buffets. Nothing. We're gonna starve on these streets, boo.
Won't be the first time.
Won't be the first time that we've succumbed to the hunger. We must parch our lips with the flavors of succulent meat.
Oh, I mean, you can always just get an old pocket knife and just start stabbing people and getting into their house and taking their food.
We definitely could, boo. We definitely could. Nothing would please the psyche more than taking out a fine switchblade. Edges sharpened, dull at the corners. Let's go ahead and save. Well, if it isn't Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass. Excuse me. A foul murder occurred. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was
Crimes seem
killed?
forbidden.
Yeah. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Barak, a great surgeon. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! That's right. I only played like the first 30 minutes of this game. Isidore's dead? You sons of bitches. Okay. Dead. Making my notes. Crap. A great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well respected by us locals. Does it really always have to take the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him too, for I too am a doctor. Whoever killed our only dog, must have surely been looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He always knew how to make the cuts or incisions, 'cause he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you think the two cases are even connected? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Quick fingers. Quick fingers. Tap, tap, tap. God. Come on. Load. Tweedledee, tweedle dumbass, blah, 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 blah. Makes them connected. Well, who would have the heart to attack such men? If you had asked me yesterday, I would have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But if there is someone, it has to be just that, someone. Although it looks fishy if you ask me, that thing was no man. That's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderous deal is all mysteries. There was a talon struck in the victim's chest. Go on. Bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah. Like that, there you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof prints and like traces of sharp bone, I guess. As if someone was using a walking stick around here. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnak Odir. The Clay Man-Eater. Shabnak Odir. Keep track, chat. If I miss something, give me a heads up. Clay Man-Eater. Okay. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of Savarov's family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected, for it is they that's responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that road up there and get to the cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. Oh, that's... Shut up! Alright. Look, this is no place for you to be, sir. Could you kindly leave? This place is villainous, and times are rough. What if some thug or cutthroat comes after you? I can't protect everyone. Don't get smart with me, soldier. I can hold my own. Oh, good. I thought it was going to punch me. Alright, so we're going to be moving on to our next location. I'm going to take a small break here. I'm going to get me something to drink, and I'm going to have a quick vape. Yes. That's what I do. What of it? You want to bite? Thank you for joining. I've been your host, Euclidean Mind. I've been joined in Discord by Boo. For those of you watching the upload, I hope you catch the next one. And those of you in stream, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright, stay tuned and we'll catch you next time. If you're going to do anything, make it classic. Until next time, we're going to say bye-bye to those who are watching the recording.